Hi everyone and welcome to Oscar Outdoors. Join me in this one as I talk to you about my DIY hammock. Welcome back everyone. So as in a little intro, today I'm going to talk to you about this. So in here is everything I need to go for a comfortable night hammock camping. That's right down to the tarp, underquilt, the top quilt, tree straps, everything is in this one compression bag. Now hammock camping comes in many forms, and if you're quite new to hammock camping it can be quite daunting as well, and a lot of people complain about locked knees and things like that. So I've used a lot of hammock tips that I've picked up from other YouTubers, from friends in bushcraft groups, from scouting, and come up with this. So this is like my ultimate setup. So it's not a drop on any brand or anything like that, because let's be honest, a hammock is a hammock. However, it's how you set it up that makes the difference. Now I'm quite lazy as well, so what I've done is I've compiled all these different bits of equipment that I've picked up from various different companies. Again, not brand dropping any specific company or anything like that, it's just about the hammock and how I've set it up today. But yeah, all the little tips and stuff. So because I'm lazy, I've set it up in a really simple way that it's basically like plug and play, or tree strap, clip, done. And I'm going to show you everything that's in the bag individually, and I'm going to show you its setup and how easy it is to set up. Right, so it's time to show you what my actual hammock is made up from. So it's made up from a cheap hammock that I picked up from I think it was AliExpress, but what I'll do is I'll leave a link to the ones I bought and then Amazon alternatives if you're struggling to wait as long as I did. I think they were about 2 weeks, that's all. But yeah, just the brand name irrespective, just black and orange for the colours. So the hammock there, and then the top quilt my wife actually found for me online, so from Pufferwolf or U-Buy I think it was, about £65. Sorry, the hammock was about 22, and then the top quilt's about 65, rated down to 4 season, and you can see it's in that bag there, but it's still got a lot more compressibility in there as well. So yeah, that's the top quilt, and then the underquilt again picked up from Amazon. This is a 4 season one, so around about £54 I think it was. Again, all links will be provided. That's that. And then one thing that I've not got in my hand that's just behind me, I've just seen, is a Snug Pack tropical hammock. So that's what's in my setup. Oh, and the tarp that I'll be using with this setup is the Onewind Tarp. So I'm just going to set each item up and then show you how I set it up for ease and comfort while you're out. Well, that's the hammock set up, nice and simply. Just tree strap, clip in. So it comes with these quite chunky carabiners, which I'm going to swap out for some that I've seen, some 12 kilonewton rated ones. On the hammock, and then obviously it's just a simple black hammock with orange tabs, which is the reason I wanted it. And then the bug net is completely not removable but droppable and then stowable away in a pocket just up at this end. So yeah, that's the basis of the hammock. Just a couple of things that I've done to the hammock to make it better for me is I've added this cord onto the zips. Now all that allows you to do is once you're laid in the hammock, you can just pull on the cord and close the zips. So I'll jump in and show you that. Yeah, so once you're in, grab your cord, quite simply pull down, pull down. Simple. So another thing that I've added to it, you see that it comes with this elastic sort of bug net retainer, and obviously that's good for holding the bug net up, but it's not good for structural ridgeline. So I've added in this. So this is like a piece of 4mm climbing cord, about 82% the length of the hammock, going from the carabiner to the other carabiner, and just adding strength. And that just gives me my sort of set hang. So you see how it's sort of banana shaped? That's the shape for me. I've done a video on how to install a structural ridgeline, which I'll leave in the description for you. But yeah, that's what I've done here. And then I've just added on some zipper pulls to act as like little prusiks for gear, and then like a little gear organizer as well. Yeah, the next bit of gear that we're going to show you is the underquilt. So again, this was just a standard 4-season underquilt picked up from Amazon. Again, everything that I use in the video will be linked in the description box below. But yeah, around about 52, 53 pounds I think this one was. But all it is, again, black and orange. Nice and simply in its own stuff sack. And then coming out. Again, brand name is irrelevant. I think this is King Snowden, something like that. King Shoden. But yeah, it's just black and orange, and just one of the tailored sort of underquilts. So you can see it's banana shaped and then sort of tapered in on the ends. So I'm just going to install this and then show you what I do to keep it installed. Right, that's the underquilt installed. Just a simple small carabiner there, a little bit of bungee, and then same on the opposite side. But what I've done is I've added in some cam snaps. All that is, just a plastic press stud. So I've got one on the hammock and one here. Now if you're a regular follower to the channel, you'll know that I've done this sort of thing before with another sort of bespoke hammock, and I'd stitched the underquilt on there. Now from doing that, I've learnt there's a lot of things wrong with that. So stitching it has put a lot of pressure on the hammock and a lot of pressure on the underquilt. So what I've done is I've put cam snaps on, but when I've gone to install it, I've put the distance just slightly different. So I can bring two into shot for you there. So I've got a cam snap here, here and here, and a cam snap there and there. So the distance there is actually shorter than the distance between that one and that one. But if I can show you there, look, there's about an inch difference in overall, and that just incorporates a little bit of sag or a little bit of give into the hammock and just lets it bellow a little bit, so it doesn't put too much pressure on. So when you're getting in and out of the hammock, for example, it doesn't put that strain on there. But yeah, that's it's got 8 cam snaps on either side, and it's sort of very, very simple to install and remove should you need to wash any of the individual items. But yeah, that's the underquilt installed. Let's go on to the next bit. So the next bit is this. So this is the blanket from Puffer Wolf. Again, black and orange. There's a bit of a theme going on here with this one, isn't there? But like many of you, when you first start hammock camping, you'll probably try sleeping bags. You know, DD do the Jura 2, for example, which is a centre zip, which makes it slightly easier to get in and out of when you're getting into a hammock. But over time, you sort of realise that you need a blanket. You know, you've got the insulation underneath it anyway, and then you've got the blanket to sort of come over the top of you and then move around. But you've also then got the ease and freedom of jumping out should nature call in the middle of the night. So that's why I moved to a quilt for the hammock. Now I've used jungle blankets in the past, and I've used the snug pack cocoon, which you don't need a sleeping bag or blanket in for majority of the year. But this is probably going to be my way to go. Now you can see that it's here and compressed in this bag, and I can compress it even further should I need to. It's sort of a down sort of fill, again rated 3 to 4 seasons. Again, everything I use will be links in the description. So now I'm just going to throw this in the hammock and bring it back. Right, so again, that's the top quilt, or the quilt, installed. And when I say installed, it's because I've actually added cam snaps for the blanket as well. You can see them ones there. So this one does have some cam snaps to turn it into a poncho, but I've added orange ones here, so you can tell the difference. You see them there? So this is for the underquilt, and then this is for the top quilt. And I've got a black snap with an orange back on the actual quilt, but that just keeps it in place for when you're packing it away, and obviously you know which end's going to be a head end by the way that you've set it up. So again, with the quilt, I've added 3 cam snaps on either side, so obviously one in each corner and one about halfway down the blanket, all the way down. So you can see it holds it in place, and when you're going to get in it, you just sort of unclip this one and this one, roll it back, sit down, and then throw yourself in, tucking your feet under the quilt. And yeah, that's it, nice and simple. Just put this back. Also helps to keep things in your hammock that you want to keep in your hammock as well, knowing that it's going to be where you left it when you went, and if it's not, you know that Goldilocks has been. Just now installing, I've got some bungee cords that I've tied onto the loop of the underquilt, and all I'm going to do is I'm just going to do a simple carabiner to this and install a guy line just to give me a bit of width in the hammock. So yeah, I'm just going to bring the bungee ball in, simple carabiner and guy line running off this way, and it just sort of pulls the hammock out and gives you that little bit of extra width, just like so. You can see that it's opened it up quite wide, big enough for my big bottom in there anyway. And this is probably one of the best, simplest setups I've ever had. And obviously with it being all detachable as well, you can wash each individual item as and when you need to. Right, time to chill for a bit. Last piece of gear to go with this, besides the tarp. The tarp is obviously your own choosing, but I use a Onewind Tarp. Is just this, just an old snug pack hammock, tropical hammock that I've added on again some cam snaps. It just makes it easier to sort of store things in it. You can use it as a gear sling, and then obviously a gear protector when you're going home. I'll show you exactly what I mean. I'll just install it. And there you have it. So you can see now bellowing underneath the gear sling. I'll probably drop it down one more before I actually get in the hammock, just because it does look a little bit too snug to where the underquilt is. But yeah, you get the basic idea. And the idea of the cam snaps is as well, once it's empty and I'm ready to go, and just ball everything up, and then the gear sling will come over the hammock and act as like a cocoon, just sort of protecting the bug net from any snags as I'm putting it away. And there you have it. So I'm in, I know which way around my quilt should be. I can pull my quilt straight over, get myself comfortable, and then say good night. Right, so now it's time to put it away, and believe it or not, it all fits in just this one compression bag, so replacing what the 3 or 4 that it took to get it all out. So when you're going to put it all away, just make sure that your quilt is fastened in where you want it to be. So again, using the different coloured cam snaps that I've done. For me, obviously it's your own personal gear, so you do what you need to do. These are just my tips. Clip this back in there. Make sure we're all zipped up. Pop that in the pocket, along with the guy line. Of which there is 2, obviously. Take out your back, make sure you've got nothing else in there that you don't want to be leaving in there, and then start to install cam snaps on the gear sling. Remembering to take it off the suspension system and adding it to the carabiners on the hammock. Making sure your hammock sits inside it, and then start to install the cam snaps. Once you've done that, pack away. Remember to remove your phone. And there you have it. So yeah, there you have it. That entire 4-season hammock system all compresses into just this one stuff sack. There you go, hope that helps. So the reason it looks quite ugly is because of this. So this is an old hammock that I've got, and I've just cam snapped the hammock over the top, and that just protects the bug net when I put it away. But when I stick it down, I'll take it down now for you. Obviously reveals my hammock, but then also acts as a gear sling underneath. And there you go, you can see now the hammock, underquilt and then the gear sling hanging just underneath using the same suspension. There's just some cheap carabiners on there as well, just to save a little bit of weight. But yeah, that's the entire setup. I'm just going to throw something in the gear sling. The next thing I've done is the underquilt. Again, only chosen for the colour. Is a nice sort of 4-season Kingston Amazon one. But what I've done is I've just cam snapped that all the way along as well. Now you've seen that I've made a hammock before, and I'd stitched the underquilt to it, and I've realised that doing that puts a lot of strain on material of the underquilt and on the hammock, and it does unpick over a time. But doing it this way with the cam snaps, obviously I can take it off and wash each item individually as well. So yeah, that's the underquilt cam snap down. I think there's 8 cam snaps on either side, and then clipped into the top there. So yeah, again, as you can see, cam snapped here, and then because it's like a tapered version, you've got a little bit of bungee cord, then just a simple carabiner over the top, and then that's just easily to remove. Just bump, 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 bump all the way down. Then the underquilt then becomes separate, and you can just go and wash it as well. And obviously quite simple to put back together as well. So those eagle-eyed among you would have noticed that I have got a different coloured cam snap. So this is the underquilt cam snap, and then this is an orange one that leads into the hammock. Now that's clipped in with my top quilt just to sort of hold it in position, so when I pack it away and drag it out, it's all really nice and easily set up for me. So I'll just show you that. So I've got 6 orange cam snaps throughout the hammock, 3 on either side, and then this just comes apart and lets the quilt move. So you can see the orange one there, and then I've got a black one with an orange on the inside, because this quilt from Puffer Quilt actually has cam snaps on it to turn it into a poncho as well. So yeah, we've got the orange one on the inside of the hammock, and then the black one with an orange pestle, so that I know that it's that one that goes to there. While we're here, actually, I can show you this other bit of detail. Because I was putting all these cam snaps on, what we've done, or what Danielle's done, my wife, is she's sewn in this elastic just here, just underneath the zip, sort of top and bottom, and it just gives a bit more material, a bit more purchase, and a little bit of give as well, a bit of stretch. When you've got the underquilt on there, when you've got the top quilt on there, everything, so it's all nice and simple. So just another little tip there, add a little layer of elastic on the inside of your hammock just to give you a bit more purchase. Using the integrated pocket on the hammock is where I keep these. So you can see on this side we've just got a bungee cord ridden down to a bungee ball, and then simple carabiner guy line. That's all it is, just a simple carabiner, simple guy line. Clip that into there, and then you can just sort of separate your hammock and just sort of make it a bit wider just by utilising this. So I'll just do that for you now. And there you go, utilising them on both sides. You can see how much wider now the hammock looks. Looks awesome. Let's come from this angle. You can see that we're bellowed out on both sides. Brilliant. Just a couple of added bonuses for you as well. So on the ridge line, so it's a structural ridge line that's running between the 2 carabiners, using some 4mm climbing rope that I picked up from Go Outdoors, about 45p a metre. Yeah, and but yeah, just another little tip. So here I've got like a ridge line organiser got 6 pockets on the outsides, mesh pockets, so you can see what you've put in there, and then one sort of passing through all the way, but it sits on your ridgeline nice and neat. And then here I've got a couple of zipper pulls from a backpack that I've sort of demolished and taken apart, so and they're going to act as like prussics for my phone holder and then a lantern as well. In fact, I brought them with me. I'll just get them out and put them on for you. Yes, so as I said, got my phone holder. All you're going to do, clip into there and clip into there. Bring in your lantern as well. Clip into the back side, drop down, and then because they're on zipper pulls, just tied on prussics, you can just tighten it up and leave it like that. So you got your lantern, your phone holder, and then all your pockets for all your necessary items overnight, or just storing keys, wallets, that sort of thing. As you can see, it's a nice, easy, simple setup. Just sort of plug and play on either side, but it's so practical as well. So you've got the width of the hammock separated by the bungees and guy lines. You've got your quilt sort of fastened in, so you know exactly which way around it's going to be every time. Got the underquilt on and detachable, and then you've got a gear sling that acts as a gear sling when you're camping, but also protects the hammock once everything's sort of being packed away. So it's a really great system that I've really come to love, and it's going to be like my favourite hammock, to be honest. The only thing that I've not shown you is the tarp that I use alongside this. The tarp that I use with it is the Onewind 11-foot sort of fly tarp, and that's because of all the different features in there. And I've also got in there the snakeskin as well. So what I could do is I could just put it above the hammock and leave it in the snakeskin and only deploy it if I really feel that it's necessary, because it's so quick and simple. But yeah, that's the tarp that I'm going to be using with this system. All of this gear, believe it or not, fits inside that one stuff sack. So yeah, brilliant. If you've enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, comment, let me know what you thought about this gear and how I've set up this hammock. And if you're not already, subscribe to the channel by pressing this in the middle. You'll see more hammock tips and things along the way. See you in the next one.